Maybe
you?
I don't want to start this. Maybe I don't want to record this episode.
Ooh, I'll start it.
Maybe you don't have to be the host then.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Anime Club.
Wow, making our guests do work. You're such a bad host.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Anime Club. I'm your host today. I'm here to make it
Shots
to emasculate
fired.
knick-knack. Hope it's working.
Now here's where we reveal who the true host is. I don't remember if story or characters comes first.
It's story and themes.
Story and themes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a bunch of idiots.
The themes of the show are amazing.
It's a bunch of idiots.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer plot
what
or
is the
backstory?
Oh Jesus.
Are we recording this?
The backstory or the plot? Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
I'm going to use that later because that is amazing on every level.
What is the deep symbolic meaning of Kazuna being able to steal a girl's panties?
He's
the
fucking
trickster. Yes, exactly.
That is actually this first got recommended to me, which I guess goes along with the story. When this first recommended to me, is they said that this is a hero in another world story, but the guy's mentality is lie, cheat, steal. That is how he gets through everything.
He's a smooth criminal.
No, he is not.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is for
He's
like
a-
1
he's-
second.
No, he's a criminal. He's not smooth. He's just a criminal.
He's just a criminal.
God, no, this fucking show.
It's like this entire show, like the entire story of this and the show itself has become a lot funnier to me since I've seen more isekai than when I first watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched so many isekai, right? Like I've watched like the bad isekais. I've watched like smartphone isekai, cautious hero isekai, all of the terrible
Hey,
ones.
I love Cautious Hero.
It is shit.
I don't care. I'm gonna watch it.
Well, isn't that what this was supposed to be? It was supposed to be a parody of most isekai
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
Like that's why you
Yeah.
get like which episode was it? Was it episode 6 where you get the generic isekai
That was one of my
hero that
favorite
shows up?
episodes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ah.
like that's because it's supposed to be a parody of those
Yeah.
things, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just love isekais in general.
Yeah.
So, like, what was the symbolic meaning behind the pads that Eris wears?
I actually have a funny theory about that. I actually have a theory that Eris is also Chris the Thief. I have a theory that they're the same person.
I cannot answer that.
Because they look similar, they have a similar hairstyle, and Eris even says that she shows up randomly to check in on him, and Chris shows up randomly whenever it's convenient.
The fact that he just said I cannot confirm that means that either that is confirmed in the book or it's explicitly confirmed that that is not the case in the book.
Also, I feel really bad for Chris. She keeps getting shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you notice she wears some leggings in her second appearance?
smart.
I actually did not notice that.
Smart.
Character development. But I guess the story is that the whole town is supposed to be like the starter village of an RPG, right?
Yeah,
That-
it's
they say-
Newbie Town.
yeah. And everyone just kind of hangs out there because they're lazy.
Although, you know what? I could absolutely down of like an MMO that's been going for like a minimum of 5 years. Like the new players who are coming in are like either completely useless or doing it for the meme.
Yes.
You know, this absolutely looks like a 5-year-old newbie village. I feel it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably do some stupid shit in a newbie village.
I think they haven't talked about it a lot in the first season or the second season, as far as I know, but they talk about this is basically the world they send everybody. Like all of the isekai heroes, they send them to this specific place. They just keep showing up
Like,
here.
we know they could send to other worlds because they offered to send him back to Japan at one point.
Yeah.
But they just send every single person there.
Yeah.
Fucking Truck-kun, man, he's got a lot of work.
Truck-kun was the
Yeah.
cause of death.
No,
that is-
just like in
Yeah.
Little German Demon Lady.
Oh yeah, Tanya.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay, but at least she was hit by the train.
True, that was Train-kun.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Kazuma wasn't even hit by the truck.
Yeah.
is, did I save that girl? That was a tractor, dude. It was going like 5 miles an hour. And then how did I die? You hit your head and went into shock, and the paramedics laughed at you because you pissed yourself and you went into cardiac arrest. That was the first joke in the series.
Yeah, then your parents went and saw you and they laughed themselves.
I think honestly, some of my favorite isekais are the ones where Truck-kun is not behind it. Because you have like Slime, where like in Slime he's stabbed, and then his last words are "throw my computer in the bathtub."
Yeah, destroy my hard drive.
Yeah, like,
I mean, I guess off the top of my head, I can't think of very many isekai. Like, despite the meme, I can't think of very many isekais of Truck-kun.
there's actually a fair amount.
Yeah. There's a lot of them. And
Yeah.
there's a couple of them that do it clever. Like Zombieland Saga isn't a isekai, but when the main character, spoiler, gets killed in the first 5 minutes of the first episode, it's so out of nowhere. She literally walks like through the gate to her front yard, and immediately just bam, the truck just hits her.
And I think that in and of itself is its own meme, because I've seen that more recently in anime. Just anime characters, like not even getting isekai, just
The fact that there is something called Truck-kun now.
Also, I have an ongoing theory that Truck-kun is always just the same truck, except in the back of the truck, he keeps like 7 different fiberglass front ends of different trucks, and he just switches them out and puts a different license plate on between each incident.
Well, you guys were telling me earlier that there's a manga about a company specifically to run people over with trucks to isekai them.
Yes.
It's not anything that's like fully officially published, but it's a web manga.
Yeah. But it's still it's there, and it's common
it's
enough
glorious.
that it's on like every manga website.
Yeah.
It's in my stuff to read. There's a lot of stuff that goes through Truck-kun, but I think also, I think in isekai it's either Truck-kun or something horribly embarrassing usually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's really fascinating that the story of Konosuba doesn't matter to the point where we're just now talking about like Truck-kun.
I guess before we move past it, does anyone have a favorite episode? I guess.
Wait.
Dulahan. Dulahan.
Yes.
Dulahan. Dulahan. Vardea?
Something.
Verdia?
It started with a V. It started with a V.
I have the characters up.
I think one of my favorites is episode 9, which is when I watched with my girlfriend.
No,
I just
that's
looked
not
over
it.
at her and I said, "Are you ready for the fan service episode?"
Oh God.
That episode is hilarious because shows the pinnacle of how much of a fucking creep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, no, then they taught that at 11.
That's true. Oh god.
that
show her that-
yeah.
That episode 9, gave me a lot of East vibes, like
Yeah.
time through this time.
Can we read the beginner Werner by?
They even
Oh!
talk about that.
Okay, so in the scene it is subtitle as Veldia.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's just going to be
That's
the
the-
translation.
Yeah, it's just a translation difference. So it's Beldia, but yeah.
to comment on what you were saying is that they actually mentioned,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and that's why powerful monsters keep showing up.
Slime Taushite 300 Nen.
Okay. I just realized something. That one, like, mockery of your average isekai protagonist. They talk about how great of a hero he is. Why was he the hero of the starting town, of all places?
It's because he had the magical sword, right?
Yeah, but like, if he had the magical sword and he's so good, why wasn't he actively leaving the starting town? Why was he around there so long? They're like, he is the hero of our town. He will protect us. Where'd he go?
Because he doesn't want to face anything stronger than what you can find in the hero town, in the starting town.
That's what I'm thinking.
theory.
Didn't he take down a dragon?
He's a chicken.
Yeah, he killed a dragon with one hit or whatever.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
a chicken.
He's a chicken. The dragon was probably like way over leveled in comparison to that dragon anyway.
Or he's got some hot ass that he can hit regularly.
Okay, well, but he's got those 2 fangirls that follow him around everywhere. But then again, you have to remember, Cosmo beats him by dropping something on his head.
Yeah.
He doesn't even hit him. Like, it's not even a
He
fight.
literally drops his own sword on his head, and that knocks him out.
Not
And
even
we
the
know-
edge, the flat of the sword.
Yes.
And we know from Veldia that a high enough level and high enough stats can stop steel. yet Kazuma managed to steal the sword directly from him.
So I assume he's still like a novice adventurer then, if he's still hanging around in that area.
Yeah, but I mean that's something that like some players do in like newbie villages. They hang around because they know that they can like get, you know, like they can kind of pick and choose out of the newbies they see to like make a party, or they can just lord over the fact that they're way cooler and get stuff out of them.
That's what I think he was doing.
Yeah, because there's in Love 020, there's a character who hangs around the newbie village even after she's like way higher leveled, just so she could be like, haha, I'll help you little newbies since you're not strong enough. And she doesn't do it to be like malicious or anything. She just likes the feeling of being powerful compared to them because she's not all that powerful in the greater game.
Okay.
And we know that he was not anything without that sword, because like in one of the later scenes in the season, you see him like doing the same menial work that Kazuma was doing at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Still has his fangirls for some reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not so much story thing. I guess it's more of just aesthetic or one aesthetic maybe. I don't know, but it's not exactly story focused. But I did actually read this thing on character designs of each and every character, and one of the things that I liked is the 4 main characters is all of them have yellow trim on their outfits. And that's just kind of a way, and they all have a different primary color that they wear, but the yellow trim shows that they're part of the same group. I don't know, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. I didn't actually notice the yellow trim myself.
But you definitely noticed the color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because darkness is yellow.
Yeah, she's white. She's white and black.
White and black.
Yeah.
I always think of yellow for some reason with her.
It's her hair is yellow.
Yeah.
It's her
Like
hair.
I think of her and I think of a banana.
Yeah.
Kazuma's like white and green kind of.
Yeah, he's
Megumin's
green and brown.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah, red, and obviously Aqua's blue.
Yeah.
That is my favorite joke, though. Is not my favorite episode, but my favorite joke is when she's in the lake in the cage and they're getting attacked. And I'm not sure if it's just in the sub because it was different because I watched the second time in the dub, but like it just cuts to them off in the distance on a hill and she's screaming for help and they're like, "You're doing great, keep it up."
Yeah.
One of my favorite running jokes was because early on you start to get a lot of Kazuma,
Yeah.
and eventually Kazuma just starts going, "Yes, I'm Kazuma."
Yes, I'm Kazuma. That's a really good
Kazuma
running joke in season 2.
I don't know. It
That was
was
in season 1 too.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't do it as much. They do it pretty infrequently in season 2, but they do it a lot.
Hi, Kazuma desu.
It was weird to go back to watching Konosuba after the last couple isekais I've watched have been Spider, By the Grace of the Gods, and a couple of others. So like Konosuba was fucking weird to go back to like as a story and like themes, because like By the Grace of the Gods is so like cheerful and Iyashike and happy. Like this dude just genuinely wants to make the world a better place and hang out with his slimes and just make his slimes the absolute best, you know? And he's like 10 and it's not sexual at all and it's fucking adorable, you know?
I think Konosuba's larger point is that these people are pieces of shit.
Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about the larger point. I'm talking about me going back to watching this after the last couple things I've watched, you know?
I think
Because it's been weird.
I think a large part of Konosuba's message and idea is that even if you travel to a land where there's adventures and fantasy and monsters and magic, things like that, it's still going to be a lot like the world you're in now, because a lot of the big part of the plot is they're trying to figure out how to get the fuck out of debt.
Yeah.
And they're broke as shit.
Which reminds me, y'all, you know, anyone who's seen Konosuba, look out for a Dungeon of Black Company when it comes out in summer.
All right. Wait,
Dungeon
of Black Company.
Make You Know Black Company.
I might have read it. I don't remember.
I've read the manga and it's about a dude who gets...
I think I can collect what the plot's about just by hearing Black Company, because that's a
he gets reincarnated and he ends up, you know, like super fucking in debt and he has to work in these mines like every day, all day, and he's like, no, I just wanted to live as a NEET in Japan. I had like a complex I was managing and I didn't have to do work ever.
Oh god.
I think in Konosuba, it's weird, like the early episodes, sometimes there's this wholesome feel to it. But then as the series goes on, you start to get more and more mean-spirited as time goes on.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I think that's one of my... that's something I mentioned to my girlfriend that I really like, is that obviously all these main characters, Darkness, Megumin, Aqua, Cosmo, they all fucking hate each other. They do. It is very clear they do not like each other, but they are still friends and they still manage to get along. But again, if you really dig in deep and look at them, they do not like each other.
Yeah. Yep.
There's very much a love-hate relationship like that they all have together.
You
And that
know,
all, like,
sometimes I
builds up.
understand the feeling.
I mean, that all builds up to like the end of the season where if you're an anime only finishing up season 1 and season 2 doesn't exist, you can interpret that ending as they just killed Cosmo. Because they leave it pretty ambiguous as to whether or not he's resurrected after season 1's over.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And if you ignore the fact that they just kind of dropped the Kazuma got arrested thing, then you can interpret that as Kazuma was killed and that's the end of the anime plot.
I don't know, low-key, I kind of wanted to see an isekai where the main character dies in the end. But with that being said, I think we should move on to characters.
Yeah, we're
because
starting to discuss
dip.
way past
Yeah.
Konosuba. See you next time with characters. Try harder.
Like, subscribe, comment, just do something so we know that
Subscribe
you're
to our
there.
non-existent Patreon. Why did you
Wow.
Why you